This is day 25 of my Practicing Visibility series. I am Donovan, and I am trying to become a known public figure for young people. I'm a speaker. I work with kids on skills to help them take care of themselves. And this series is to help me practice consistency, but more importantly, to get comfortable with being seen online. I today have to be very honest because yesterday I did not post, and this has happened once in this project, but that one was actually an accident because I thought that I had auto scheduled it, but I didn't do it. Yesterday I just didn't do it. And normally in situations like these, I would either like kind of half-heartedly, try again, but not really take it as seriously. But with this one, there is no really time for shaming myself or being critical of myself, because that's what makes me stop. And so instead I was like, well, let's just show up again. I learned something that helped me, I think, when I have days like yesterday. To be completely transparent with you, I've talked about this a few times. I just was like bogged down by how bad things feel and seem, and how so many people in my life, I feel like, don't think about it or not talking about it. And so yesterday I just doom scrolled. I'm not kidding. I think I doom scrolled for like 12 hours. I think I just disassociated and just looked at negative videos all day. I went to go post or look at the other video, and I don't know how things are being recommended to people. My videos usually get like between 2 to 5 views on them. And then every once in a while I'll have like a lot of views. And so yesterday, not a lot, but more than the regular amount. Yesterday I had 324. I don't know who was watching it. Only one person liked the video, so I don't know. It wasn't like it was a groundbreaking video, but anyways, one thing that I struggle with as an entrepreneur is I love the work, but so much of what I need to do to kind of get the business going and to continue to grow my influence and my network and things like that, like so much of that doesn't feel like the work. The work is like when I'm in front of young people doing the work with them. So speeches, conferences, camps, classrooms, those are my favorite. That's my favorite time. I'm like completely in flow. There's no question that I'm doing what I want to be doing and that this is how I want to help. But then I spend a lot of my time at home. And one big issue for me is that I have been super critical of myself. I didn't have a lot of discipline as a young person, and so I never really learned kind of how to stay disciplined around things. If it was hard or if I was lazy, or feeling lazy, I would just quit. But I tried a lot of systems in the past 3.5 years since I've been, a full-time speaker, to have some consistency and structure. But what I would do is I would build out these crazy detailed schedules and systems, and then I would just not do them. Like, I loved the process of being like, tomorrow I'm gonna, work from this hour to this hour on this, and this hour to this hour on this. And one thing I've been trying to do is to collect data on myself. Instead of being mean to myself, it's like, okay, what are the things I say I want to do, but then I don't do it? And a lot of times that helps me like be compassionate with myself, but also it helps me learn how to work with myself. And so the rigid kind of schedule doesn't really work for me. And so I'm doing something I've never done before. This idea kind of just came to me, but I have different domains of my work. So social media, like making videos, my YouTube channel for Feel Better, Do Better, and also my daily videos, admin stuff like contracts and emails, marketing, Twitch. Like, there's a lot of things that I could be doing. And so even on a day where I do one thing, I would feel kind of like, oh, I should be working on this, or I should be working on this, which means I had no space to do what I wanted to do, or to feel good about what I did, So I'm trying this system. I have 3 clay plates. Each one represents something. The first one represents available. And I'm gonna have these little tokens that I'm writing a little symbol on, and each symbol is going to represent one of the things that I talked about, one of the kind of different areas of focus. And every day, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in and I'm going to pick 1, 2, 3. So what I'm doing is work blocks. So each one is an hour. So let's say I wanna work on my book today. I want to do some YouTube planning, and I want to do some admin. I take all of these, and then I would put them in this pot that is the to be done available. No, to be done. I have to come up with a good name with it. This is like today. This is what I'm focusing on today. And then once I'm done, I put them in this one. And then at the end of the day, I put them back at the beginning. And that might sound silly to people, but I've been working really hard to figure out how to work with myself. Some people work really well governing themselves or making a schedule for themselves and sticking to it, or, having discipline and stuff like that. And I don't even think of it as like a character flaw on my part or a weakness. It's just like, that's not how my brain works. When I had a job and there was people who were imposing schedules on me, I never like messed the schedule up. I always did what I was supposed to do. But self-directed guidance is different. So this one is like tactical. I've got this like tray. And so it gives me the space to kind of make my day what I want it to be without that pressure and with being compassionate with myself. So I'm going to work on these. I got a little paint marker. And tomorrow, my one goal is just to pick at least one, which will be my book because I have to finish editing it, put it in the today tray, work on my book, put it in the finished tray, and then at the end of the night, I'll come back and I'll do it again. So yeah, that's today. This seems like a longer video than usual, so this doesn't count for yesterday. It doesn't, but I'm also not gonna beat myself up about it. It was just a rough day, things are rough, and I will do better next time. Until then, see you later.